All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and talk Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 6. We're still in Nashville. You dropped a bomb on me. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section, and share with a friend. Let's talk Shaq and Kirsten, y'all. So they start off and they are doing, like, their little date for the day is they're doing dance hall lessons. So they're out on the beach, they're dancing. Shaquille loves to dance. Kirsten loves to dance. Kirsten. She said that she loves to dance too. So they're having a really good time. They look good. They're having fun. She said that dancing is a way for the two of them to connect and get to know each other a little bit more. So I think Kirsten, here's what I think is happening. I think Kirsten deep down, like, she likes Shaq, right? She likes him. He's very charismatic. He has a good personality. Like they seem to be having a really good time. She wants to hold on to this not liking him because he's bald. That's all it is. She's being very, very superficial about it. So the fact that he is bald, she is holding on to that so tightly and making such a big deal about it solely just so she can have something to complain about. It's annoying. It is very, very annoying. So the guys and the girls split up and they go and hang out with each other to kind of, talk and get some dirt on how they're feeling about each other. Kirsten's biggest thing with Shaq is she said that he jokes around too much. He doesn't take anything serious. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We haven't seen that. Not like we've seen with McKinley, but we haven't seen Shaq in a way where it's like, dang, okay, he is doing way too much. He is being annoying. We haven't seen that with Shaquille at all. So unless it's, creative editing, she's seeing something that we are not. It just really seems like you just want to complain at this point. He, on the other hand, said that she has told him that he gives like speeches, right? So she was saying how, I'll be doing a lot of talking and she'll call me Martin Luther King. And I said, But we saw that last week. Kirsten feels that he talks at her. He's very performative and theatrical when he speaks. And while I do agree with that, I agree with him even more when he said that she's not vulnerable. So she doesn't talk in general anyways. She's not really giving him anything to work with. So the conversations that we've seen between the two of them have really been, do you like this? No. Okay, well, I like it because, and then he goes on and on. They have been doing a lot of talking just about him, but that's because she's not giving him anything to work with. So he feels she's not vulnerable. She thinks that he's goofy. And again, she just wants something to complain about. That's literally all it is. That's all it is. So later they meet up. And Kirsten was like, today was everything that she needed. And he was like, why? And I felt his why because here's the thing. I ain't been with you all day. So for my spouse to say today was everything I've needed on a day where she spent like a good amount of time, away from him with other people, I would be a little bit suspicious about that too. So she said that she hung out with the girls. They were able just to vent, have some girl time. And they kind of talked about what Clint said, which we're going to get to. But they talked about what Clint said. So Shaquille is asking, do you think Clint was wrong? And he knows that she does. He knows that Kirsten thinks that what Clint said was wrong. But he's trying just to get her to open up and talk. So she was like, not necessarily what he said, but it's how he said it. And that's the biggest thing. If you are used to dating somebody that is a specific body type, right? Whether weight, curve-wise, whatever, you have that right to date and be attracted to any type of body type that you deem fit. You have the right to say that as well, but it's how you say it that becomes the kicker. And the way that Clint said that was rude. It was offensive. It was condescending. You know what I mean? He said it with ill intent. So Shaquille was like, I don't think she's wrong. Shaquille was like, I don't think he's wrong because he's being open with her. Because then you have Eris who ain't even attracted to Jasmine. And I was like, Shaq, why you pillow talking? Why are you doing this so soon? Don't tell me you messy. Don't tell me you out here giving messy boots, okay? So Kirsten is like, no, he just said that she was beautiful. And Shaquille was like, he said he ain't attracted to her. He's just trying not to hurt her feelings. So Kirsten is just shook. She's stunned about this. She don't know what to think. You can see her being conflicted between, okay, do I tell my girl or not? Like, you can really see the wheels turning with the internal conflict with her. So it then turns into Kirsten being like, well, anything that I say behind your back, I'm going to say, to you. Just like I was telling the girls, I think you joke around too much. I think you play too much. And Shaq was like, it's okay, so you don't like me physically, okay, because I got a bald head. And you don't like the fact that I have a sense of humor. And she was saying, no, it's not that I don't like the sense of humor. So I'm like, okay, I'm with Shaq. So what is it then? Because again, it really just seems like you want to complain. It really does. So she says, well, no, I'm not saying that you can't have a sense of humor. I just want you to know that there's a time and a place for that. The example that she gives is when we were at breakfast, you were like, joking around and stuff, and I was trying to be serious. And production is like, we'll roll the footage for y'all, don't even worry about it. And he's just like joking about, oh, you were like, oh my gosh, you couldn't hold the bag. Like, very minuscule. And here she is being mad. You need to be mad that you ain't bothered to brush your hair and he ain't joked about that. Kirsten hair is always giving wind tunnel. Jamaica is tearing that head up, okay? Like, smooth it out. This is what I need Kirsten to do. I need her to do this before every single scene. This is what I need you to do before every single scene. Because she be coming out looking like she got trapped in a wind tunnel. I have been to Jamaica. Sure, it's windy, but it's like, sheesh. That's what you need to be more worried about, and not worried about the fact that Shaquille has a sense of humor. Like, Kirsten is just being so annoying. So Shaq is like, so I'm trying to understand, what do you want me to do? So she was like, I want you to be yourself. And he was like, no, you don't, because you don't like when I'm myself. I don't know how to not joke. Now, that's very twofold, okay? So whenever people say that, I'm always like, you can be serious. Because I'm sure you weren't joking all up and through you defending your dissertation. You weren't joking all up and through when you were going through that doctoral program. So you do know how to be serious. You do know how to be serious. So, but I like the fact that he keeps saying, you keep telling me to be myself. I'm being myself, and you don't like that. And see, you can see Kirsten being backed into a corner and not knowing how to respond whatsoever. So she was like, remember I told you you can't take criticism well? Girl, that's not a criticism. That's not a criticism. You don't tell that man you ain't attracted to him physically, that he was growing on you like a fungus, and now you're basically saying, I don't like your personality. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, all because you mad that he bald. When again, you can stand and use a comb going through that head. Just before every confessional, just a quick one. A nice and easy quick one. You can't even bother to do that, so you don't worry about what nobody else is doing. So he then tells her, I can take criticism. I'm trying to understand. And she just keeps saying, I want you to be yourself, honey. I want you to be yourself, sweetheart. Like, you're being condescending. Because he is being himself. Nothing about what Shaq is doing is giving me the illusion or the feeling that he has his representative on. He seems very much like he's being himself. So she then said that, well, I'm done with the conversation because I don't like talking in circles. So what I'm not going to do is keep going round and round, with this, about this. She then says, I don't want you to stop joking. I just want you to know that there is a time and a place. I want us to get to know each other. Then we can laugh and joke afterwards. He's okay with that, but I just kind of feel like that's stupid. So we can't laugh and joke now? Like, I understand time and place, absolutely, right? But we have not seen them try to have a serious conversation that he is joking through the way that Kirsten is trying to make it seem as if he is. If we see it later on, maybe it's something that we're just not seeing, but it's really just given like I want to complain about something just so I can, get out of this marriage because he's not aesthetically what I thought that I would get. That's the vibe it's giving. So he said he respects that. And he's glad that they got through their first first little spat. It's one of many, but he feels good about it. She feels good about it. Yay. So let me know what you guys thought about this. What do you guys feel about what Kirsten said? Should you, in this type of environment, not what you do, ordinarily, but in this type of situation, should it be that we get to know each other solely, we get all of that out the way, all the deep, hard-hitting questions, then, we can laugh and joke after that? Because I think that is a terrible way to start this relationship on here. There needs to be a good, healthy balance. Or do you guys think that Kirsten just truly does not want to be with him, which I think, and so she's making any excuse that she can to not have to be with him? Just talk about it down below. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Catch you guys in the next one.